All right, everybody. Now we're going to talk about the next red flag, the dreaded late payment. This one is, I'm amazed at how often people don't understand this one. And the penalty and how long it impacts them, etc. It is the most painful to me. A late payments are more painful than a bankruptcy. And I can explain that one in another chapter, but I really believe that. Okay. And a late payment is the same penalty, whether it's a $25 payment on your cell phone bill or credit card statement, or $500 in the car note, or $2,000 in rent. 30-day late, 30-day late. It has nothing to do with the amount of the payment. Okay. Now, how much of a penalty is a 30-day late? It can vary a little bit based off of how old somebody's credit is versus how young, but on average, it's 85 points. Bam. You take a 700 credit score and you drop 85 points off of that. They just went from an A minus to 615, which is a D, not even eligible to go for the mortgage process. I see so many people make this mistake inadvertently, by mistake. They thought they had auto pay set up, and then it didn't go through, and then they don't have a bunch of notifications set up to text them or email them to let them know that that didn't go through. And then they don't realize until a month later when the card company starts calling and says, yeah, we haven't seen payment for 30 days. And oh, by the way, you just got a 30-day late. Simple mistake. And the thing about it is, and where I see this mistake happen a lot, Wendy, when I do one-on-one mentoring sessions with members, is they get way too many open accounts. And it becomes a full-time job just to manage, is the bill getting paid? I had a guy the other day that had 21 open accounts, 19 of them were credit cards. $1,000 available credit. I'm like, what are you going to do? Go buy an airplane with a credit card? I'm like,
too much trouble.
You're setting up yourself for failure just because of this, you know? And he's like, well, I just got denied for a car loan. I'm like, I'm not surprised. I mean, you look like a guy that as soon as you got the car, you might be driving to Vegas and go gambling, and you could lose $100,000 in a weekend. That's a risk to the lender. You know, you just don't need that much. I tell people a good number to have is 4 or 5 open accounts. So yes, do people miss payments because they're struggling financially? Like their car payment. That's the one I see the most often. And it doesn't matter that it's the car payment, like I said, or the cell phone bill. The penalty is the same as that 85 points. And most people get overextended in the cars, as you know, Wendy, from your days in the dealers, because somebody hands them a 25% interest car loan with a $3,000 down payment, which puts these people into automobile loan hell. I can say that on here. This is a government by the FTC or whoever that is. It puts them into hell. You know, the $25,000 car with that interest rate, 25% is going to cost $50,000 at the end of that loan. It's just awful, right? So the late payment is the big one. And I've told people this a lot in one-on-ones lately because I moved not long ago, a little over a year ago. You know, I was tired of moving, and I'm like, I got all these extra bins of stuff that you carry around, your kids' stuff from when they were 10 years old. I had 2 boxes of Legos in there. My 17-year-old doesn't have anything to do with his Legos anymore, but I've been still carrying them around in case I need them. I ended up finding stuff to sell on Facebook Marketplace. I made $3,000 in a week. I put up the Legos, Wendy. 2 bins of Legos. How long do you think it took for somebody to show up with the money to buy it?
You probably hit enter and someone was running up the driveway holding cash.
She was at my front door within an hour. And how much cash do you think she gave me for 2 plastic bins of Legos?
I'd say a couple $100.
$500. I'm sitting there kicking myself going, man, I should have raised the price on that. Thinking I should have listed it for $1,000 and so forth. The point is very simple. You've got money in your garage, in your storage closet, or whatever. Don't ever let that late payment hit you, because the penalty is so severe of 85 points. It only goes away after 2 years. The penalty's gone. After a year, it's cut in half. But that's all. If you're in the middle of trying to reach a goal, getting a car loan or a home loan. Like I just gave you an example. You're to 700, the late payment hits, and you just dropped to 615. You just got stuck with a really bad car loan if that's what you're trying to get, right? And how much more money are they going to ask for a down payment? So if you find yourself in that situation and you're needing to go buy a car, make sure you go listen to season 1, episode 1, how to buy a car with no down payment. I'll give you a quick highlight. You go to the credit union, you get pre-approved for a loan, they give you a piece of paper. It's just like walking in with cash. There's no down payment. You go to the dealer. When the dealer says, I'll get you a better deal, the last thing you ever do is give them their social security number. Do you give your social security number to the checker at the grocery store? Wendy, you don't?
Because it's
You
not a
got
bank.
Walmart. You give your social security number to the checker at Walmart?
No, not last time I checked.
Not really. Why are you going to
No
give it
way.
to the guy that's selling you a car? You don't need to because you're not getting a loan through them. You should never do that because they're just going to broker you out the backside, pay an extra commission there to put you in a bad loan. Credit union won't do that.
And kill your credit from all the hard inquiries that just hit.
You ain't getting credit with 20 hard inquiries. I just saw one yesterday, 17 new ones from one car dealer. It's sad. So avoid the late payment at all cost. It's worse than bankruptcy. Keep at it, guys. Get in there, read the warning center, and read those red flags.